Here's what we got. Here we are set up again at 100 yards. Got my chronograph set up. And here's what I'm going to try again. Here's what I'm going to try today. I think you guys have seen this in another video, my national match M1A that I shot before, except I had the scope on it then. And what I'm going to do today is something I haven't done with this rifle, I'll bet, in at least 10 years. And that is I'm going to shoot it with the national match sights, the open sights. That ought to be interesting, huh? But I haven't done that in a long time. Like I say, maybe at least 10 years. I'm assuming that I've had this thing zeroed. The open sights, I'm assuming I had them zeroed already at some previous point in time. And so, I don't know, we're going to give it a whirl, see how poorly my eyes actually can see our target. Down there, 100 yards, got an 8-inch shoot and see on it. So let me go down. I'm going to run down range and turn on my downrange camera and do a little shooting. So here we go. Okay, guys, I'm got some mosquitoes out here because it rained last night. Kind of annoying, obviously. However, this is what I'm going to run over the chronograph first. This is, I didn't label these. This is ammunition I probably loaded some time ago. I'm going to take a guess and say these are 168 grain Sierra Match Kings. And if memory serves me, and I don't know this for sure, but back then I loaded all my 308s with IMR 4064, which I found to be a very good powder, very accurate, and I'm going to say I'll bet it's in the 41 grain range. So I want to take a shot here. We have a cold, clean national match M1A, and I know that my experience has been with this is this rifle basically shoots its best after it's been shot a bit. And got fouled and warmed up. You got to get the gas system warmed up on these, I think, to get them to really do what it is they do. So at any rate, I've got 5 rounds loaded, and I've got an 8-inch shoot and see set up downrange, 100 yards. And of course, obviously, as you normally see me shooting with my K31s and the diopters, I have a very tricky rear diopter on it, which allows me to see the target pretty well. This is just open peep, rear peep, hooded rear peep. And I have no idea. Like I said, I haven't shot this thing with the open sights, I'll bet, in 10 years. So let's take a look here. I'm gonna put my post to the best I can see at the bottom edge of the black shoot and see. So let's take a shot here and see where it goes. Let's take a look. 2616. Well, I can see that we're 2 inches to the right, but we're very high. And it looks like this rear sight is down pretty far. I'm going to take another shot. I'm going to give it a, I'm going to just take another shot. I think I'm going to hold down on it a little bit though. Two and a half inches high. I was holding down quite a bit. I'm going to see if I can't get any downward motion. That's it. I pulled it down as far as it'll go. And I'm going to move my, I'm going to move it one click to the left. See where this one goes. Okay, that's we're actually low of the bullseye. We're a couple inches right. That was probably me, because I did move the sight for left. Let's take another shot. I think I'm going to hold up on it a little bit here. That's perfect windage. I give it about an inch, maybe an inch and a half above the absolute bullseye. It's excellent elevation. It's to the right again. I think I'm going to give it one more click to the left. Well, as you can see, that was my very first shot off of it, not knowing really what to expect. Then I think this is my second shot. No. Maybe my second shot, my third shot, my fourth shot wasn't too bad. My fifth shot, I got the elevation right, but I pulled it over, but I know that's me. Damn, for me, iron sights are really tough. Anyways, I'm going to try a different load now. Okay guys, this is what I loaded up now. I put 5 rounds in the mag. Let's try these. Rifle's got 5 rounds through it from clean and cold, so it's getting a little fouled. Should be okay, should work good. This load is some Hornady 178 grain ELD match rounds on top of 39 grains of H4895 with CCI bench rest primers. And I've got this bullet seated to 35 thousandths of an inch off the lands, off the rifle lands. So let's see. This is a combination I've never tried. So we'll see. I'm having a hard time. Open sights are tough for me. I have horrible eyesight. Can't see with my glasses, can't see without them. So I took them off. They're cheap shooting glasses, so they're not, it's not like they're optically perfect or anything. And I need every advantage I can try to get, so let me try this and see. More than anything, I'm curious about the velocity of this. Perfect windage. It's top of the black shooting sea. I'm having a hard time. I got my windage down, my hold on it. I'm using the references of the tape, the white itself. The elevations when I'm having a hard time holding. The black shooting sea basically is just it's kind of a blur to me. Well, that's kind of in there. I have a feeling that this rifle shoots way better than I'm able to right now. It's a little bit to the right, kind of top of the black shooting sea. But more than anything, I was curious to see what this load would do. It looks like generally I would call this load a 2,500 foot per second loading. I could probably put another grain of powder in it though, and get it to go up a little bit. So I'm going to go down range, cover my holes, and I'm going to try one more load with this thing. Yeah, here you go. Here's my 5 shots with that 178 grain Hornady ELD match bullets. 2,500 foot a second average, I'd say. I'm having a hard time seeing. Like I say, the windage I can pretty much figure out because the front post I can center it in the white. The black shoot and see is kind of a blur, if at all. I'm just kind of using a reference point, trying to use the same reference point that I can see. But anyways, that is what it was. I'm going to cover these holes, and one more load I want to try. Now I know why I have the scope on this rifle, because I can't see shit without it. These are 168 grain Nosler custom competition bullets on top of 42 grains of IMR 4895. The H4895 showed about 2,500 foot a second. These are full 3 grains more of 4895 IMR. I'm expecting a little better velocity out of these. We'll see how it shoots. I'm going to go and actually, get my prescription sunglasses. Maybe I can see the target a little better with those. I'm going to try them. Close up, it's pretty blurry. I don't wear my prescription glasses very often. I don't like them. I had to wear glasses since I was in the 3rd grade, and it's a blessing not to have to do that. So anyways, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we can do with these. That one's a little high also, and this one's a little bit to the right this time. Damn, it's hard. My problem is that I have a floater in my eye that is right at that spot, right at the spot where I want to go. I'm going to shoot my got my glasses again. It's in the black shoot and see it's low. To the right, I can tell my eye's already getting tired from trying to make it work, trying to make it focus. This looks like a pretty good load. I will say that in spite of my lack of being able to see the target, which leads me to not being able to shoot a very good group or any group at all to speak of, not in my mind. This is a really nice rifle though. I love this thing. This is like my 2nd rifle ever. I had Springfield Armory do a custom build for me on it. I bought a standard Springfield M1A. I sent it to Springfield's custom shop and had them turn it into a national match rifle. So this wasn't one of their pre-made, pre-sold national matches. This was done in their custom shop. And I think that was back like in the early 90s I had that done. Cost me all of $500 to have them do that. I wonder what it costs now to have them do that. Very humbling to try to shoot these combat sites. If you were seeing things through my eyes, you'd be wondering how I even got it in the black shooting sea. At any rate, I'm going to collect my brass here. I'm going to go down range and put some, cover those holes. And I actually brought something that has a scope on it, because I need it. So, alright, I'll be back. Yeah, there's my 5 shots with that load. About 2,600, a little over 2,600, those 168 grain Nosler custom competitions. Like I say though, man, trying to shoot those iron sights is, for me, is very humbling. I'm used to shooting those tiny little groups with those K31s and that tricky diopter sight, but this is a whole new level of not being able to see. But anyways, that's what it is. I'm going to set up and do some shooting with something that's got a scope on it. Well, as long as I got this thing out, I'm going to give you M1A guys a little secret here. I know that there's a lot of different mounts you can put on these for scopes, and I realized that the Springfield mount, the one that you get from Springfield, a lot of people don't like it. They say it won't zero, it won't hold at zero, and I'm going to tell you why. It's not a bad mount at all, but there is a modification you have to make to it. I know there's some other ones, I forget what they are, Smith or something. Anyways, I know they're pretty expensive mounts, and they work very well, obviously. But this mount I've had this mount with this rifle, my Springfield mount, well before any of those things were even thought of. But this is the modification you got to do. When you remove the end block clip from the dovetail here, the one that allows you to stripper clip feed the magazine, you're supposed to take it out and put this block in there, which, as you can see, has your threaded hole for the second screw on the mount. Here's where your first one goes, and it's got some joining or some corresponding places that the mount fits into, some rails, so to speak, and then your screw. The reason that these won't, they say these things won't hold their zero, is because this thing is put in on a dovetail on the receiver, and then they give you a pin, that spring roll pin that goes in to hold it in place, which works fine when you're using it just for the stripper clip piece that goes in there. What needs to happen to make this thing rock solid is, which I've done on this, is you have to drill this one, the replacement one with the screw hole, and you have to drill it out, thread it, and put set screws in there so you can lock it into place. If you do that, this Springfield scope mount will work as good as anybody's. But that's a little something that you're going to need to modify to make it rock solid. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys. Okay, this is my second rifle I brought out here to the range today. And you may have seen this one already. This is my build I did on my Springfield 1903. This was built on a Smith Corona barreled receiver. I built this from scratch. I had a bare brand new barreled receiver. I started with everything else I put together myself. I used all the milled hardware from a 1903. I did not use any of the stamped steel hardware from an 03A3. And cosmetically it came out really, really nice. I've outfitted it with a Leupold 3.5 to 10 power Mark IV scope, mil dots, and it's got 30-06 turrets on it. And I've shot a little bit recently, so I'm going to take some shots with it today. I was shooting my National Match M1A with the iron sights. Very challenging, very difficult for me because I have horrible eyesight, so hallelujah, I got a scope on this one. I can actually see something downrange. So anyways, I got a couple other shooters down there. I think I'll let them do some shooting. I need to go downrange and turn on my camcorder downrange, so I'll need to wait till we do another target change for that. But okay, boys, let's give this a little whirl here. See how it goes. Can't do any worse than I just did with my M1A and the iron sights. Boy, that's tough. I'm going to be shooting at the first. I'm going to be shooting between the two red dots underneath the black shooting sea. That one was pretty much right on my point of aim. It's good. It's not too shabby. It's a nice little group I got going there. There's one more here. Okay, try another group here. 2 red dots on the between the 2 red dots on the left side of the black shooting sea. This has got a Huber trigger on it, and it's pretty, doesn't have a second stage, just a first stage. That one snuck up on me a little bit. Be curious to see where it went. Well, snuck up on me or not, that one is absolutely 100% right exactly where my crosshairs were. This is a pretty darn good shooting rifle right here. It's a good solid setup. It's accurate. This rifle's accurate. This barreled receiver, like I say, I got it was bare. There was nothing on it. It was just a receiver and the barreled receiver. Bare. No other parts. It's a 1943 Smith Corona 4-groove barrel. It was new when I put it together, and came out pretty good. It's a really good shooting rifle. I'd still feel pretty well armed with this thing even today. Not bad for a 74-year-old rifle.
Mind if I go down range?
Let's go down range. Okay, well there's my 10 shots. It's my first shots. That was my fouling round. Not a single one of them really strayed. I would put any variation in that to me, my human error in it. That's a damn good shooting rifle right there. I like that. Okay guys, that's it.